Okay, hi, I'm Snake here. I'm a new member of the team. Today I'm going to introduce to you how to play Buddyfight card game. A beginner setup for me, Darkness Dragon World. Okay, so for me, basically for my understanding as a beginner, if you can win the game, it's good for you. But the main point is to survive in the game and sustain as long as you can, before you move on to become an intermediate or a pro. Okay, so first I will use this as my buddy. So what's the effect of my buddy? Pay a gauge. When this card attack, destroy a monster on your opponent field. If you do, gain a life equals to the size of your card. So basically, if you attack a monster that is have 3, so when you attack, card destroy, so your life point will gain additional 3 life. So this is what basically means. But the card cost, you need to pay a gauge in order to summon this card and to call out your buddy. Okay, so now I explain to you what is my basic setup as a beginner in order to play a game like this. Okay, as a beginner, first to survive, you need a lot of shoe. Okay, this is one of the shoe I will recommend. You may only cast this card and you will be dealt damage, and if you have a monster in the center, okay,
do not have a monster.
Yes, sorry. Counter the damage is reduced to 0 and you gain 2 life, 1 life. So this basically means not only you can nullify the attack, but you can gain an extra 1 life. And it's very good for beginner to start out with if you play a Darkness Dragon World. Okay. Secondly, these are all the cards that I will use for me to gain extra life or to destroy a monster on the field. Okay. This is called Black Companion, Abygale. When this card is destroyed, put the top 2 cards of each fighter deck into their owner drop zone. You gain a life. Gain 1 life. Okay, for you as a beginner, this is a spell card I will use. You can have a counter attack, and when during your opponent battle phase or your battle phase, you can use this card as a spell card. Your choose one of your monster for a turn. Your defense and your damage attack will plus 3000 each. So let's say instead of link attack, if you are not enough to deal damage or to destroy an opponent card, you can use this card as a support if you think this card is enough to power you up. Okay, so this is a spell card that I will use. Put top 2 card into your gauge. If you do not have, you have a Black Dragon set. If you have on your field, you gain 2 life. This might not be necessary, but it's very essential if you have a set card like this. With this setting, you can use it and to gain 2 life for you. It's essential for a beginner to sustain and to gain a life because your opponent might have cards with stronger damage. So next, this card is called Black Dragon Lurai. When this card dealt damage to opponent, you gain a life. And this card is very good because it's size 0 monster. Even though it's very weak, but it's a size 0 monster, easy to cast out, and the effect of the card is quite good. So next one is Black Dragon L Hopper. Okay, this when this card is destroyed, you have a Black Dragon set on your field. Destroy a size 1 or less monster on your opponent field, and this card you get to move. So let's say you do not have a card on your monster in your battle phase or your opponent battle phase, you get to move this card in order to protect the center from people attacking, or you can use it to attack your opponent. And you can destroy a size 1 or less monster in your opponent field, and mostly in every deck, confirm you will have a size 1 or less monster in your opponent field. And this is the last I will use, but this card is called Black Death Dragon of Sentence, Abygale. Pay 1 gauge card cost. Same thing, this is my buddy as I use mainly. This one, when this card destroys a monster in your opponent field, you pay a gauge, and if you do, gain life equals to the size of your card, as I mentioned before. So this is what I will do as a beginner to start off with a Darkness Dragon deck. Okay, so what I do is basically my build of the deck is for me to survive, and whenever opponent make an action or I make an action, I gain a life. So my damage will not be dealt as much as what my opponent will dealt to me, and my best record I've ever plus additional to my maximum of 22 life in total in late game. So this is not a very good deck, but you can considering having this deck as a Darkness Dragon World as a beginner for you to sustain and survive not to win basically, but you can try to win if you know how to use this deck properly. And it's a very quite efficient deck and a very cheap deck. So to end this, I would like to introduce this card. This is what I use for my impact. This is called Death Count Accelerate. Okay, the card cost is to pay 2 life. It's actually quite risky, but if it's a set. So just now I have mentioned the card with set, you gain 2 life. So this card basically you can use. And since you have to pay 2 life, what it does is every end of your opponent's turn, that means after your turn, your opponent ends your turn, consider 1 full turn, you can get to set a card from top of your deck to down. So to the end of total of 3 turns, you can use it to activate this impact card, and your opponent will straight away life will become 1. So basically life become 1 is very weak, so it's enough for you to attack your opponent monster if let's say they don't have shoe or any spell card to use or any effect on their monster. So basically this is how I'm going to introduce my deck for beginner as a Darkness Dragon. Thank you.